and Thomas J. Henry injury attorneys. Our three judges at ringside are Glenn Crocker, Jesse Benavides, and Ursulo Perez. At the sound of the bell, the referee is Mark Colloy. Our supervisor, Deborah Hawkins. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He enters wearing black with the flags of the USA and Mexico. He weighed in at 139.5 pounds. And he enters the ring for the 18th time as a pro with 14 victories, only 2 losses, 1 draw, 7 of his victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Manny Manuel Lopez. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing Dodger blue and white, he weighed in at 139.25 pounds. And he enters the ring, an undefeated pro with 19 victories, 7 of his victories coming by way of KO. Representing South El Monte, California, Arnold Barboza Jr.
Okay, sorry. Let's go. Okay, athletes, we've already gone over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Most importantly, protect yourselves at all times. Punches here and up are good. These trunks are little punches here are up are good, all right? Touch gloves, go to your corners. Good luck to you, gentlemen.
You know, consider Barboza at 27 years old at 19-0 and already with 1 top 10 ranking in an organization. He's number 9 in the WBO. Maurice Hooker, the WBO champ. We saw what he did against Saucedo. But he knows he's closing in on something. He said, I know I'm closing in on a world title, but we cannot look past Manny Lopez. But they will be in position to ask for something after this. Will something come their way? Will he look good enough tonight? Will Lopez get in the way of those plans? We get those answers now.
Well, I'm very familiar with Lopez. He was my sparring partner for Brandon Rios.
What was he like as a sparring partner, Tim? And what do you see with his development now as a more mature pro?
All right. Well, when I was sparring him then, he was a pressure fighter. He can do a little bit of both. He can pressure if he needs to, and he also can box a little bit from the outside.
But he's giving you a scouting look on Rios, obviously. So
that's right.
It was around that time, both these guys sparred a few rounds, and it was so uneventful, neither of them remembers it.
Which we don't often hear. We usually hear an embellished report of the memories.
I beat him up,
exactly. We usually hear just the opposite when we hear that guys have sparred well in the past and now are fighting each other on TV.
But Lopez is very clear that they are contemporaries, and he sees himself as the guy not just to ruin Barboza's plans, but to take his spot with a shot presumably for Jose Ramirez, but perhaps for Maurice Hooker as well.
Hooker, the BO champ. Ramirez, the WBC champ. Of course, this is the division that also reaches pro grade at 23-0.
Barboza right now is having a good moment right now, using his jabs. Went down to the body well, and then he shot a short uppercut up the middle on Manny, because Manny's trying to lunge in and reach in at Barboza's body. Barboza looking to set up Manny for a left hook. He's taking a full step back, and he's turning left hook. He's short off the mark. If he throws it towards the shoulder, he'll be able to land that left hook.
Stop!
He's trying to catch Manny before he gets in position where he wants to get, and that's mid-range to land some punches.
Very rarely will you see a guy do what Barboza has done, which is change his body type. Can you imagine him in high school as a fullback at 210 pounds?
His backstory is quite unique. A guy who stopped boxing. He was boxing early on as a young boy. He stopped boxing at 13, and then he played football. And in doing so, he gained weight. He packed it on. He was a fullback. He was a linebacker. As you said, he didn't box from 13 until 19 and got up to 210. To get up to 210 and then shave it off and be this as a professional athlete, you marvel at it.
It tells you something about his demeanor, his temperament.
10 seconds for you.
It tells you about his athletic gifts.
No doubt. Comes in at 5'9", 139 and a quarter. Well, you mentioned it. This is what he looked like, as we will show you, as a high school football player, as a fullback and linebacker. I mean, look at the shoulders.
You got Timmy's build.
Boy, look like him.
So that was Barboza as a high school football player. Here he is shredded at 139 pounds as a soon-to-be contender.
Well, let's look at the good for Barboza. Good timing. You saw him trying to time with the left hook against Manny, and he also has good boxing IQ. He's been boxing since he's 4 years old. And the bag. He lacks punching power, but you know what? You like in punching power, he makes up with good movement, good head movement, a good jab, great counter punching ability, and footwork. Great things on the back end of it.
Mentioned a lack of punching power, 7 knockouts in his 19-0 record.
I'm familiar with that. I like punching power,
Sure.
but I made up with it with other things. Good speed, foot speed, great defense, reflexes.
Stop.
You see that double jab that Manny's stepping in behind it with the double jab? He set himself up to be hit with the right hand. I don't know if Barboza sees it yet, but you make him miss the first one, he countered the second one.
Pretty nice left to the body right there from Barboza.
That was a vicious body shot.
He dug in again. I think he's found something that he likes.
Because Manny leans in.
Yep.
He's leaning towards the side to be cut with the left hook. Manny is. See him leaning towards the back foot and off to the side.
Here he comes with a lead left hook, trying to back it up with the right hand. Once again goes with the left hand to the body to finish up that exchange. Trying to time that right uppercut twice now here in the second round.
When Manny comes in, he leans forward, he gives you that, he presents you that head.
Yes, for the uppercut. That's right, Barboza. I said great timing. He's looking for it. He was just off the mark there.
Manny's an interesting guy, has a degree in criminal justice with a minor in psychology from Metro State in Denver, where he's from.
Keeps himself a little busy, does
He's
it?
certified EMT. His goal is to be a full-time fighter, though.
There's volunteer work for the Denver firefighters. There's a lot of great stuff of creating awareness, teaching children about the role that firefighters play back home in Denver. He participated in their academy, Fire Academy. Here he is, 14-win, 28-year-old pro junior welter.
Barboza switched southpaw there, trying to confuse Manny, trying to punch from a different angle. Goes back orthodox.
Nothing against fullbacks, but Barboza's the most graceful fullback I've seen in quite some time.
He doesn't fight like a fullback, does he? Taking that step forward that time, landed the 2-punch combination, back to the jab, now trying to split that guard.
What's beautiful about that, he just took a half a step back. As soon as Manny tried to lunge forward, he took a step back from boom. Quick 1-2 down the middle.
Short chopping right hand from Lopez on the inside. Well, you gave us the good and bad on Barboza. Size up Manny Lowe for us.
Manny Lowe, like I told you, he can box or brawl. Right now, he's choosing to sit outside, and he wants to box a little bit. Manny Lowe.
Look at me, he's already taken his foot off that gas a little bit in that second
And
round.
let's take a look at the bag. He can be a little bit inconsistent. He just does enough work just to compete, but not to win. That's been his biggest problem, biggest downfall in his career.
Now it's just time to make this win small.
There it is. He can box or brawl and can be inconsistent at times.
And start letting his hands go. This is what I need right now. I need you to start letting it go because when you're done going next week. Okay? What are we going to do? Forward. Get those feet moving. Do not respect this kid no more. You understand? All right, here we go. Do not respect this kid no
I think
more.
that's a much needed message of let these hands go. No longer respect Barboza. have to go out and get it. Jacob Ramos, the trainer for Manny Lopez. Barboza celebrated his birthday this past week. Lopez and his team a little outspoken in saying, well, we're going to give him a birthday present. We're going to give him a gift. It's going to be his first loss. Got to do a little more with the activity if they're to deliver on that.
Manny Lopez got to be careful. He's getting aggressive, but he's swinging wildly.
Oh, he's listening to his trainer.
Well, there's a way to do it.
Aggression for the sake of aggression is not going to accomplish anything, particularly against a really skilled boxer like Barboza.
Lopez finding moments of success, at least coming forward. Nearly clipped by a right hand. Let's check in with Bernardo.
Arnold Barboza Jr. wants his fighter to go out there and continue to work the body. He said he worked the body really well, but I want him to continue going there and set up everything off the jabs, and I don't want him to back off at all.
Now that body work is pretty substantial. Just saw a couple more left hands coming. Lopez really pressing the action. Overhand right from Manny Lopez here, as he's getting much better work in here in this third round, taking the advice of his corner.
Yeah, it's the combinations. Not one punch at a time, and not just the jab. That's working for Lopez. Lopez is letting his hands go, and he's finding space because Barboza's like sitting straight up at times. Back there, sitting straight up, pulling back hands straight up, head straight up to be hit with a counter.
So right hand that comes in from Barboza. I think you saw the complaint of Lopez, but that punch looked like it was right on the felt line, and then he comes back with a left hand to the body. He has had successful work, Barboza, with those left hands to the body.
You see him also scoring a lot of straight right hands. He's trained by his father, Arnold Sr. It's one of the things that both of these guys have in common. Each of them is the son of the fighter. Barboza Sr. was a kickboxer, and Lopez's dad fought the recently deceased Marcus Beyer for a WBC title. Also lost on short notice to Tony Ayala. I imagine most guys would have lost on short notice to Tony Ayala.
And by the way, interestingly enough, full circle for Jacob Ramos, who we heard in the corner of Lopez, because he also had a stint training Manny's dad. Combination lands as Lopez pulls straight back with his hands down, and there's another left hand to the midsection from Barboza.
Little hot dog and put himself in a situation to be hit with the combinations from Barboza.
Funny how that works out, isn't it?
It does. This is lack of focus.
There's a right hand from Barboza. Best punch of the round for him. Good exchange here. This has been an entertaining third round as Barboza looks to get the best of it in the closing moments.
This is exactly what you want to see from a young fighter. Barboza going down to the body viciously. Set that up, bringing the hands to the head, then going right down to the body. There it is again, left hook to the body, trying to find home for the liver shot. But if he continues to press and go down to the body like this, he's going to weaken. He's going to weaken Barboza. He's going to weaken Manny Lopez.
Tim, interesting. To hear the corner send him out, and the last thing that Barboza hears is, have fun in there.
He looks like he is having fun. On the flip side, Lopez says, I have to back him up. I have to dig to the body. When Barboza gets against the ropes, he panics. He's not been able to execute any of that.
Let's check in with Bernardo.
Jacob Ramos is very happy with that third round from Manny Lopez. He said he's getting that forward pressure and he's closing the gap with his feet, not with long punches, and he's making Barboza stand out of position, so he just wants to keep building on that.
That's
see a right hand that Barboza can land. Manny's leaning towards his back foot.
Just did it a moment ago.
Dropping that left hand.
I think he's been doing it consistently.
Really timed that right uppercut again.
Every time Manny gets out in space, Barboza gets the best of him with the reach, using the jab, and the 1-2. Manny has to do exactly what he's doing now to get inside and fight.
Push and reach advantage. 1 inch height advantage for the undefeated Barboza. There's a right hand that comes straight in as he backed himself up against the ropes. Right uppercut goes to the body, left hand to the body just for good measure. Lopez tries to come back with a right to the body of his own.
Again, it's Lopez who's the guy much closer to the ropes than Barboza.
This is the inconsistent Lopez I was talking about, not doing enough. He's doing enough to compete, but not to win. He's getting hit cleanly now. Not being responsible with his hands and keeping his hands up, stepping straight back.
And windmilling a right hand, taking that step forward, and Barboza landing.
Barboza told us it begins with that 3-inch reach advantage your side has, and a jab. You know, usually especially for a good boxer, everything begins with that jab.
Watch the elbows.
Had him on the ropes, turned him.
That's how sizing him up with a jousting left hand as he measures again with the right hand. As he blinds with that right hand, coming behind that stick left.
He might not have power, but he does have technique.
There you go.
Corpus Christi makes some noise for Manuel Lopez and Arnold Barboza Jr.
Well, this is the right hand I was talking about. Look at the left shoulder, the hand down right on the left side. Pull straight back, Manny does, and gets hit with the right hand, clean. Right on the money. And there it is again. That's exactly what I was talking about. That was available for Barboza. Manny Lopez stepping back, making that mistake and dropping that left hand and gets clipped with the right hand.
He doesn't want anything. You gotta wait. When he stops it right here, put that right left up. Or if he stops here, forward. Come on.
Joe Tim, Mark Bernardo with you here in Corpus Christi. Lopez trying to figure things out against Barboza.
Joe, I think his analysis, I think he figured out everything pretty well before the fight. I have to dictate. When his hands go up, I have to dig to the body. He's longer. His body is a bigger target. He knows what to do. It's a matter of technique.
He's got extra
reach. Yeah. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I think he's fighting a better boxer.
Well, he is. Bernardo, what can you offer?
All right, so Manny Lopez not only sparred with our own Tim Bradley, but Jamel Herring and part of Bud Crawford's crew went over to do some sparring with Manny, and so it was Terrence Crawford yelling in the corner, Barboza doesn't know how to fight backwards. Go and press him, and that's exactly what he started doing here in this round.
He also started doing it early on in round number 3 and found some good moments in that opening minute. So it does help to get him going in that direction. And that was another point of emphasis that they discussed with us in terms of strategy that they wanted to employ.
Nice step around right there from Barboza, getting a different angle, whipping around the hook, getting down to the body as well with that.
See the total punches combined through 4 rounds. Barboza 74-27 advantage, having 31% of his total, 241 throw. Both men want to open up on the inside.
Manny's really just trying to land something. They're arm punches. There's no effect on his punches at all. No power at all. The body work definitely paid big dividends already.
think Barboza could be receiving a warning here for what he's been doing with the left hand, don't you?
What was he doing?
Well, just putting out that joust and keeping it out there as a range-finding joust rather than throwing a punch with it, and then trying to blind and come with the right hand with a move away.
I agree, Tess, but the ref is letting it fly.
That's right.
Not so bad.
Right uppercut comes in.
You know who used to do that often was our guy, Andre Ward. He was brilliant at that.
Did a lot of things brilliantly, didn't he? Was our ESPN on-air colleague, former pound-for-pound best in the world. Good combination. That lands the left hand at the end of it.
Some of these shots that Barboza's landing, man, if he had some power, I don't think Manny Lopez would be around. But you see the heart of Manny. He's coming back, trying to make things happen by applying pressure.
Coming to the end of round number 5 as we're working our way towards our world title fight. Zurdo Ramirez against Jesse Hart. Arturo caught up with Jesse.
Zurdo Ramirez, close fight, but unanimous. Still, you think you could beat him in a rematch? Why?
Because I think that's the best he has to offer. And that's no disrespect.
What's the best you have?
No, I think I can exceed that level. I learned that I had the heart of a giant. It was always a question mark. When he got to face adversity, when the chips is down, how can he prevail in the actual fight? I was down in the second round.
Good shot by Ramirez. He got the best of that exchange. Jesse Hart's going to struggle to get up. Spaghetti legs for the Philly kid.
I got up, I kept fighting, I kept hard, and I proved to the doubters that I am a real fighter. Getting another shot at Zurdo will be like, I can show the people my greatness through him. He can bring the best out of me. And that will cause me to be a great Philadelphia fighter, and that will cause me at the same time to be a world champion. And I believe he's the only guy that can do it.
Philly fighter through and through is Jesse Hart. He's going up against Zurdo Ramirez, 2 tall super middleweights. As Gilberto looks to make his 5th title defense. That is coming up at the conclusion of our fight here between Barboza and Lopez.
I know I'm the resident father-son commentator.
To the world.
And Cyclone Hart will not be here tonight. He's ailing. But Jesse was very frank. He says, this one isn't about my dad. This one is about me, my title.
We'll talk a little bit more about that as we close in on that main event. The great Cyclone Hart, former middleweight contender, retired in the early 80s. 30 hard-earned wins in a day and age in that middleweight division where right there in your own city, you had top contenders and elite caliber fighters in that weight class. Made it into round 6 here. Remember, the storyline here is this is the fight that Lopez and his team desperately wanted. They called out Barboza. Barboza is top 10 in the WBO, could be closing in on a title shot at 140 pounds, whether it's in that organization that has Maurice Hooker as the champion or the promotional stablemate, the WBC, with Jose Ramirez.
To this point, midway through the fight, I have to say that Manny Lopez did a better job as provocateur, getting the fight on social media than he has, in the contest.
It was his manager who reached out on social media. He was cropping a photo of the two of them, tagged it on social media, started some jawing among friends and supporters, and those in camps with Lopez and Barboza. They got the fight. They put enough bait on the hook, and they reeled it in.
Crawford, as always, when it comes to boxing, makes this extraordinary analytical point. Terrence is watching right behind us. Barboza can't fight going backward. I'm not entirely sure of that. However, Lopez hasn't pushed him backward to test that proposition.
You can't push him back when you got a guy that knows what he's doing. Barboza using angles, pop shot from the outside, landing combination, using his feet to get out of range, making it tough. Anytime he gets hit, it's because he's staying stationary. I think Barboza's looking to set up a right uppercut. is leaning forward. He's hit him with a couple of right hands over the top. But the punch I believe he really wants is the uppercut, the right uppercut.
He's been seeking that for a while. Coming to the end of round number 6 here. Scheduled 10-rounder before we get to our top fight.
Barboza here gonna blind Manny Lo. Just grazed him with the uppercut there as Manny Lo tries to get inside. I think that's the warning that the referee. Yeah, exactly. Stiff arming. You cannot do that. That is an illegal tactic in boxing.
Exactly. He's been stiff arming and jousting with that left hand, looking to then land a blinding right behind it. This was noticeable early on.
There it is again. That's what the ref warned Barboza about. Barboza actually blinded him with the jab.
Well, it's not really a jab, right?
It's a joust. Yeah. That's how he's been able to land that right hand over the top on Manny.
See some of the damage on the face of Lopez.
Lopez is coming in at the same speed, and he's coming in straight through the front door. You know, he definitely has to change his rhythm up if he wants a chance to move his head and bend his waist, flex his waist to try to get inside without lunging.
He had him on the ropes. He got out. Barboza did. I think you're seeing what Barboza's strategy has to be. His dad went by the spectacular, not original nickname, Raging Bull, and that's what he's got to bore in and maul him, and he doesn't really have that much choice at this point.
Barboza right now is playing target practice. He's very comfortable. He knows what he's doing. You see him angle out. He's not pulling straight back. You know, taking 2 or 3 steps back, giving up real estate. He's standing there and he's fighting, but he's fighting off angles.
There's a good angle that delivered a right uppercut as he stepped to the right.
Barboza may not have the greatest power, but I'll tell you what, Lopez has one hell of a chin. This is a guy who's never been down as a pro, never cut either.
He's been taking here in the 7th round to your point. Look at the CompuBox numbers, the power punches through 6 rounds. Commanding edge. There's another power punch that comes with the right hand from Barboza, but through 6 rounds, 111 to 36 in favor of the undefeated California.
If Barboza really want to step up and shine tonight, he needs to pick up the pace, put his combinations together. And I think that there's a possibility that the ref will probably see enough and stop the match. Because he's hit them cleanly, hitting Manny Lo cleanly with punches.
And again, to make your argument as a contender in search of a championship opportunity, it's best to knock out your opponent.
Oh yeah, that sends the message in the statement.
If you're Jose Ramirez and you're watching Barboza, what are you saying to yourself?
Bring him on. Bring him on.